All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, we are back again on the other side of the coin. Ladies and gentlemen, another day, another stream. Here we go. Lots and lots to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So many transfer news flying left, right, and center. Some, of course, very, very exciting in terms of players that are coming in, but some are also just as exciting for the players that are going out. We're going to have a top discussion today about all of these topics that is latest at the moment. But we'll talk about a little bit about the Champions League pots. Obviously, the draw is later tonight, UK time, evening around 5 p.m. UK. I will have a stream post the draw. I just won't be able to stay up till 3 a.m. Australian time to catch the draw. So I will wake up and then have a show in regards to the draw. I'll have Jonathan on. Jonathan will be on for that particular show. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I can see Zvo saying no guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the new structure that I've got going, and I think you guys deserve to know this. So the new structure that I'm thinking in the channel moving forward is Monday is, as you all know, is Down Under Football Crew with Scott and RJ, my Australian buddies. So Monday is locked in for that. And the rest of the week is pretty much going to be myself doing solo and really trying to connect with you guys. I love doing the solos because it gives me the opportunity to see each and every one of you guys, what you're talking about and what you're thinking. Creates a great discussion, and I love doing that. I think it's a fantastic way to interact. And then, of course, when the previews and the reviews come along, you're going to have a full squad. Ryan will be here. Ishan will be here. And then I am thinking of doing a lot more watch-alongs. So Ishan will be part of the watch-alongs as well. And and then there's the other show that I've got with Ryan, which is the tactical breakdown after every match, which you'll see the following day. So that is more or less what you can expect from the channel. I can see a lot of people saying Ishan. Ishan will be part of the preview team and the watch-alongs. So do look out for that. And of course, yes, every Sundays, the Chelsea news team of Amir and Ishan will be there as well. So that's the breakdown of the channel for the time being. That is the breakdown. And it's going to be very, very exciting. I can't wait. Look, we've already got nearly 50 people after 3 minutes. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up to well over 50 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. We are now running wild towards 8,000 subscribers. You guys are the only ones that can help this channel to go towards 8,000 subscribers. You love the channel. You guys here on a regular basis watching the show. Push for those subscribers to reach 8,000. Let's get to that 10,000 ASAP. This channel deserves to be at 10,000 mark. Let's do that. Couple of other things as well. As you can see, there's a poll there. Participate in the poll. We will talk about many things. One being this one, obviously, Aurelien Tchouameni or Saul Niguez. Who do you prefer, ladies and gentlemen? Get on that particular poll. Obviously, Monaco being knocked out from the Champions League qualification, there could be an opportunity. There could really be an opportunity for us to go in there. Obviously, Saul is very much getting close and close. He wants the move as well. I think Chelsea want it as well. But there is a slight complication. I think Atletico Madrid wants to put in a obligation to buy. That's what they want. But we are trying to get around just having an option to buy, not an obligation. So we'll see what happens over there. But Tchouameni not qualifying for the Champions League could again be a chance. So watch this space. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I'm going to do a shout out to all of you guys. There's nearly 70 of you guys. I'll do a shout out very, very soon before we start the show. But today's lineup is pretty much, I want to talk about Kounde and Zouma and Reece James. There's talks about them going on a loan I mean, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Matt Law himself was saying that Chelsea's open for a loan. It's just no other clubs are willing to pay the kind of wages that Callum's on. Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Roma, that's heating up. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Obviously, we'll talk about Saul and Tchouameni. The blockbuster is to Jules Kounde one, which is getting closer and closer. I think it's going to get done. And yes, I just saw a message from Victor. You mean Ruben? Yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ruben. Matt Law actually said about Callum Hudson-Odoi. So did I say Reece James? Yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, not Reece. Yeah, not Reece. I must have accidentally said Reece James, ladies and gentlemen. Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Roma. I can't believe I said Reece James. That's pretty crazy. Nah, no way. Reece James is staying. Reece James is the right wing back. Yeah, he's going to own it. He's going nowhere. So I want to talk about Kounde. Obviously, that's getting very much imminent. Zouma's going the other way. Zouma's medical is destined to happen today sometime. He's in France. So he's going to go off to West Ham. And Jules Kounde will happen. So we'll talk about that. Obviously, the price, somewhere around 42 million, 50 million euros. I've seen recent news saying about 60 million. Look, whatever it is, it's happening. And also want to talk about, obviously, the Champions League pots. Get your thoughts on that. And Jorginho, obviously, in line to win UEFA Player of the Year award, which is incredible. And lastly, we'll also look at the Chelsea third kit, which is going to be interesting. All right, let's do a shout out before we get deep into all of this conversation. Nearly 80 live after 6 minutes. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 80 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing. Yusuf, thank you so much. Big up. Sudarshan, Marina Masterclass on Kounde deal, 100%. We will talk about that. That is the blockbuster news that we will definitely touch on. But I'm going to wait until everyone comes in so we can talk about that. Before that, there's quite a lot of other news to talk about. Svo Genius, thank you, my man. My another Australian mate in the live show. Thank you so much. Justice is here. Alexander is here. Vivek Tantri is here. Thank you so much, Vivek, for being here. Frederick, big up, Miz. Thank you. Heaps. Talal, salam, Miz. Big up, everyone. Salam, Talal, salam. Victor is here, my man. Declared. My Aussie brother is here as well. Shubhajyoti Roy is here. And we've got Drillon is here. Ninya is here. DH is here. Fox CFC, thank you so much for joining. Subesh, thank you so much for joining. Tumo, thank you so much for joining. Azik, thank you, Heaps. Monkey D Chelsea, thank you, Heaps. Eke, thank you, Heaps, for joining. My man, CFC, cause so many of you guys. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Let's get the show rock and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. First up, let's bring the news up. I want to talk about two players in tandem, and we'll see what you guys have to say about this as well, which is going to be very, very interesting to get your thoughts on it. So, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, Roma are working on a loan deal with a 13.5 million option to buy for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Mailsport. Now, I'm not really sure how reliable Mailsport are. I mean, haven't really seen any of the guys in terms of Matt Law or Nizar or Simon Johnson, Liam Toomey, all of those guys talk about this, but it is what it is. There's some rumors. Look, at the end of the day, I think a loan move for Ruben Loftus-Cheek's probably going to happen. Whether it's Roma, I don't know. I would love him to go to Lazio and join Sarri. So this is one piece of the news, ladies and gentlemen. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on a loan, touted to go to Roma. And then I want to show you this other one from PYS. Chelsea would consider a loan offer for Callum Hudson-Odoi because he needs to play some football. But because of his wages, it's unlikely that he will move. Matt Law, London is Blue, from London is Blue podcast. So two pieces of news. You've got Callum Hudson-Odoi and you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I want to give you guys my thoughts on it, and then I want to bring up some of your opinions on it, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's start with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think, honestly speaking, if you look at our squad now, if you look at the way we play in terms of three at the back, the wing backs, the double pivot, the three up front, I just can't see how, someone like Ruben Loftus-Cheek fits that particular scenario. For me, it just doesn't seem to work out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is someone who works in a 4-3-3 brilliantly, seamlessly, and this is exactly what Lazio is doing under Sarri at the moment. He's a proper 8 who needs a, holding midfielder or a regista or a sitting, whatever you want to call it, and then he can be one of those attacking 8s, whether most preferably on the left side. We just don't play that. Now, some people can say that he could possibly play as in a pivot. It's just too much workload for him. And our pivot is not designed to do what Ruben Loftus-Cheek is doing. Our pivot is more of the connector between defense to offense. They're very much part of the build-up from the back. He would have to tweak his game if he wanted to play in a pivot. And at the moment, you're just not going to knock over Jorginho, Kounde, and Kovacic. You simply won't do that. Some people are saying he could possibly play up front as one of the inside forwards. Now, he could. Under Frank Lampard in last season, before he went away on the loan, he did play as a left winger in the early stages. I remember Brighton, the first game he played there. But once again, I don't like him playing as an advanced forward. Like, I like him playing somewhere deep and then drive the ball forward and come into the box late, and then find those opportunities to shoot and score. So for me, an inside forward. Now, some could say, well, with Lukaku being there as the focal point, Ruben Loftus-Cheek doesn't necessarily need to play with his back against the defenders. He could play what Mount and Havertz did against Arsenal. But once again, the competition up front is immense. It's immense. You've got Pulisic, you've got Havertz, you've got Timo Werner, who knows how much game time he's going to see. You got Hakim Ziyech. Callum is not even getting any game time, which we'll talk about as well. So Ruben Loftus-Cheek is so far down the pecking order. It's not even funny. And it's sad. It really is, because there was a time I was so into this particular player, and I thought he was one of the best Chelsea midfielder going around, especially that Sarri season, ladies and gentlemen, where Hazard and Ruben Loftus-Cheek were absolutely having a ball. Obviously, until Ruben Loftus-Cheek got that injury late in that season, going away to America for that odd friendly game just before Europa League final. I can't believe that we sent our full team and he picked up that injury. And then since then, it's never been the same. He got the contract extension, lucrative contract with Chelsea. I believe it was a 5-year contract extension or something like that. But his first year was all rehabilitation anyway. Second year under Frank Lampard, which was last year, he was sent off for a loan to Fulham, which didn't really work out. And now this season he's come back. And once again, it's just too much competition. We're the champions of Europe. And we just simply don't have the time for passengers at the moment. Don't have the time to give you the minutes so you can come back. It's just, we're ruthless at the moment. We're here to win everything. We're here to win the Premier League. We're here to win the Champions League again, hopefully. We're here to win all the domestic cups. We're here to win the Club World Cup. We've already won the Super Cup. So it's just not enough time. And then on the other side, we have Kounde and Zouma, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm really I know it's early days, ladies and gentlemen. I get that. But already he hasn't featured against Palace and he hasn't featured against Arsenal. Yes, he featured against Villarreal, but I don't think that was the best performance. Some can say that was how he was instructed to play, maybe. But for me, that wasn't the best sort of scenario for Callum. I expected this season that Callum was going to play more as a right wing back, because up front, I really can't see how he gets opportunities. When you have Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Pulisic, I just didn't see how you get those minutes up front, as much as he probably, would love to get those minutes up front. So I thought right wing back was the spot for him to ensure that he was going to, more or less the right wing back, he was playing as a right winger anyway. So him on the right side was still capable, was still very, very good. His ability to take on players 1v1 was getting better as well. his ability to cross the ball, his ability to sometimes come on the inside. So I thought maybe right wing back was an opportunity, but looks like even that is now a distant memory, because Reece James, he is absolutely on fire. The way he performed against Arsenal, Reece James is probably going to be now penciled in as a right wing back. You got Jules Kounde coming in, who's going to be fighting for the RCB role. So Aspie, who's probably going to also play as RCB, could also see an opportunity in the right wing back spot as well. I don't think Callum will get the go-ahead ahead of Aspie. Aspie's already played in the right wing back. We've seen him. Then you've got Chalobah, who's also competing in the right centre-back position. Some of you guys are saying he could also compete in the left centre-back and be a backup for Rudiger, which is fine. So where's the spot? Where's the spot for Callum? I'm really worried. I'm worried exactly how much game time he gets. So for me, and I've said it before the season started and during the transfer window, like this is what I replied back to people. I said, when I said this prior to the season starting, I got battered in this platform. I thought maybe right wing back he'll feature a lot more, and even that is a distant shout now, with RJ being the number one selection. Then Aspie has previously played there with Kounde incoming. In front, no chance. There's absolutely no chance up front. And I said maybe alone, because what's the point of having Callum just sitting there in the bench? But the biggest issue is his wages. His wages are so high, it's somewhere around 120k a week, pounds. So, live chat, let me know what you think. 120 of you guys almost. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up to well over 100 straight away. And let me know what your thoughts are about Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kounde and Zouma. Do you want both to go on loan? Do you want one to go on loan, one to stay? If you want whoever to stay, can you picture them play enough games? I want to know all your thoughts. Let's get some comments out now. See what you guys have to say about this. Suthasan, Ruben Loftus-Cheek don't have position in Chelsea, so he needs to move on. It's as simple as that, to be honest. It really is. It really is as simple as that. He does not have a position, unfortunately. Victor saying absolute Chelsea tweet. Let's see what absolute Chelsea tweeted out. I love it. I love it. You guys are so brilliant, live chat. Always keeping track of the latest news out there. And this is what we do. We bring the latest news. Kounde Zouma, proposed move to West Ham is finally okay. Medical examinations now in progress. Yes, we'll talk about this 100%. The blockbuster news is Kounde Zouma. Kounde Zouma and Jules Kounde. Jules Kounde being the blockbuster news. So we will definitely talk about that. Chelsea picked up the phone to officially start negotiation with Sevilla for Jules Kounde yesterday. Yes. Di Marzio has already tweeted out, so we will definitely talk about that once we have a lot more. Hopefully we get 200 in, and we'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, let's have a look at some of your comments in regards to Callum and Hudson-Odoi, ladies and gentlemen. Yusuf is saying, Cho doesn't look like a lone player. He looks like real starter, but needs to work hard. That's it. I mean, sure, Yusuf, but where's he starting? How's Callum starting? Where is he starting? Who is he starting ahead? It's too difficult at the moment. It's way too difficult. Way difficult. DH is saying, sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek, loan Cho. Probably. I mean, I honestly can't see how Ruben Loftus-Cheek has a future anymore at Chelsea. I really can't. Unless we play with a 4-3-3 and him as an attacking 8, I honestly cannot picture. Unless, God forbid, for some reason, Thomas Tuchel has a poor season, gets sacked, new manager comes in and starts playing that 4-3-3. I can't see how Tuchel loves playing in a pivot. He loves the pivot. Thomas Tuchel loves the pivot. So, yeah, sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek, loan Kounde and Zouma. That would have been the perfect move, because I would love Callum to get minutes. I need Callum to get minutes. There are players in the Premier League, young players like Mason Greenwood, are head and heels above Callum Hudson-Odoi right now. Mason Greenwood is well above Callum Hudson-Odoi right now. I really don't care what you have to say. I know a lot of you guys was, oh, Callum is so talented. Yeah, he is. But Mason Greenwood is way ahead of him. Way, way ahead of him, Mason Greenwood. So I don't want someone like Callum to just sit in the bench and not develop. I want him to go. Mason Greenwood gets minutes for Man United because he's that damn good. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come out and said Mason Greenwood is the #1 finisher in the football club. And that's the other issue with Callum. He's not the most cleanest finisher. Yes, he's great at creating. Yes, he's good at, even his dribbling, sometimes he hesitates, but at least that's his strength, one of his strengths. His crossing is great, but it's just his shooting. Like, he does not have the greatest technique. And all of these things will get sharpened up the more he plays. And right now, I kid you not, he will not play at Chelsea that much. I said it a long time ago. Callum Hudson-Odoi won't be playing that much. As much as people try and tell me, oh, but Thomas Tuchel has a good relationship with Callum. Yeah, you can have a good relationship, but you won't be playing now. You may have to wait. You may have to wait another season. Right now, I just can't see it. Aka. Cho is the third option for right wing back. Left forward, right forward. And the best he's fighting for, a rotation role, he may as well get out somewhere. Exactly. He's the third option as a right wing back, left forward, right forward, third option. I would even say fourth option for the front, inside forwards over there. Because right now you've got Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. Then you got Timo Werner, Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech. So he's probably below all of them. Probably him and Pulisic are probably levels. Right wing back, he's probably third option. You've got Reece James, Azpilicueta, who'll probably switch around every now and then Callum. And who knows if Kounde plays there as well? Who knows? Robbie, Cho can play right wing back against low block sides, but if he is not in Tuchel's plan, we should loan him out. Okay, this is interesting, Robbie. You say that he can play against low block side. What's RJ going to do then? Reece James. What's Reece James? Reece James can't play low blocks. Is that what you're saying? Reece James can't play low blocks? I think Reece James can definitely play low blocks. Now with Lukaku, Reece James will get acres of space. Lukaku drags in at least 2 defenders. Then you've got the inside forwards who are going to drag in the other defenders. And literally, Reece James becomes open. Unless you match us, 5 at the back. The opposition has to match us, man on man. Even then, Lukaku will drag in 2. And you're screwed. And you're absolutely screwed. So for me, it doesn't really matter. Reece James, even against low blocks, I think Reece James is the first preference. And then the second preference is probably Azpilicueta. Declared, if Chelsea were keen on Cho going on loan, could subsidise wages, but it might not be worth it for Chelsea to fill that spot. Ruben Loftus-Cheek needs a loan for his own career's sake. 100% Ruben Loftus-Cheek needs a loan. He needs a loan. He's got no opportunities. At least Callum, maybe something, a glimmer of hope. Ruben, no chance. He's got to go. But Callum, yeah, subsidising wages, you're going to take a loss at the end of the day. That's the thing. He's on 120k wages. No way any other club out there will be paying those wages. Not even 50%. They might even pay like 40%, 30%, and then the 70% Chelsea will have to end up paying anyway. And maybe you might just do that. Maybe you just do that. Who knows? As opposed to just paying his full wages and he just sits in the bench and just rots. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, good point, Vijay. Why loan Ruben? Sell him and loan Cho? Yeah. I think that's the case here. Roma are working on a loan deal with a 13.5 million option to buy Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So I would have liked it if it was obligation, but there's an option, which means if he does well for Roma, Roma will probably trigger that anyway. So, yeah, I think at the end of the day, Roma just wants to hedge their bets, get him on a loan now, and then see if he does well, and then it's much like an audition, Few more comments before we go on to the Saul situation. Yeah, that injury finished Ruben Loftus-Cheek. 100% that injury finished Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, I would like this, Ayub. This is a very interesting comment. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek is inspired by Tammy and Tomori in Serie A, and I would like to see Tammy and Ruben Loftus-Cheek in Roma. I think that would be fantastic under Jose Mourinho. That would be very, very interesting to see. I hope he does that. But look, as I said, my preference would be Lazio under Sarri. I think he will definitely find back some of his old form. But yeah, it looks like most of you guys are saying loan Callum. I think this is where we are as a fan base in regards to Callum Hudson-Odoi. But whether it happens, I don't know. And most of you guys are pretty much saying that sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek or loan. Most of you guys are actually saying sell. Monkey D, Chelsea, it won't happen, Miz. His wages are too high for low-wage level teams. Yeah, I would have loved to see Callum go to Germany, maybe, Dortmund, Leipzig. Like those teams, he would be doing really, really well. And I don't know whether those teams will be able to afford that, but I'm not necessarily asking for him to go to a low-level team. But Dortmund, Leipzig, that would be very, very hot prospect, in my opinion. VJ saying Matt Law tweet. Let's have a look what Mr. Matt Law is saying before we move on to the next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Nearly 140 of you guys smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 140. Talks continue between Chelsea and Atletico regarding Saul. Chelsea keen on a deal similar to one they negotiated for Matija Kovacic, which was on loan with an option to buy rather than an obligation. It's certainly got a chance. Yeah, let's talk about this now. Let's talk a little bit about this. We've obviously talked about Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kounde and Zouma. Let's talk about Saul and Tchouameni. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys watched Aurelien Tchouameni yesterday in the Champions League qualification. He played good. Tchouameni played seriously good. Very, very good on the ball. Plenty of interceptions. Every now and then goes for those driving runs. Very good passing ability, vision, technicality, the lot. I've got a poll at the moment, live chat. Let me know whether you want Tchouameni or Saul. I want to see in your comments. Tell me, who do you want and why? Do you want Saul? Do you want Tchouameni? Because I feel like Tchouameni is a chance now. Monaco being out of the Champions League qualification. And don't forget, Jules Kounde's agent is also Tchouameni's agent. So we've been in talks with Tchouameni. We've held meetings with Jules Kounde's agent, and we've talked about Tchouameni as well with him. We've talked about Saul. Saul is technically sound, fantastic on the ball. Once again, great passing ability, workhorse, pressing, counter-pressing, fits Thomas Tuchel's system perfectly. But Saul's 26. And as you can see, what Matt Law is saying, we're looking for a loan and an option to buy. We're not looking for an obligation to buy. We don't want to be obligated to buy this player. We still have Billy Gilmour on loan. And I'm pretty sure the whole situation about the option to buy and not obligation is if we don't go for Tchouameni, there's still Declan Rice. We're probably going to look for them next season. And I think it may be Declan Rice. Because Declan Rice wants to be at Chelsea so badly, so badly. Thomas Tuchel apparently wants him as well. Matt Law has said Thomas Tuchel's first choice is Declan Rice. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. Do you go for Saul on a loan now? Do you go for Tchouameni purchase straight up, or do you wait for Rice next season? Who is the one that we need in terms of how we play? We've got Jorginho. We don't really have a backup for Jorginho. You can say Billy Gilmore, but Billy Gilmore's on a loan. Kovacic can fill in. Kounde, we don't really have a backup in terms of the kind of work that he does. Kovacic as well. Like, they're all unique kind of midfielders that we have at the moment. Tchouameni is probably a long-term solution for Kounde. The way I've seen him play in recent times, and especially yesterday against Shakhtar, very much that Kounte-esque sort of situation. Interceptions, go out there, win the ball, decent, driving with the ball, carrying of the ball. Passing is probably a bit better than Kounte. Kante's passing is underrated, to be honest. I think Kounte is a very good passer of the ball as well. Saul is probably similaristic of Kovacic, but Saul, I don't see how he's a long-term plan. I don't think he's a long-term plan. Declan Rice is a sitter, totally different. He's not really a register. He's a sitter. But I've got a video coming up with Corey, who's a West Ham fan. You might have seen him on Matisse's channel in London Club's Carnage. He's starting to say that Declan Rice is slowly developing into an 8. So we'll see what happens there. He is looking to drive with the ball a lot more. He can sit, obviously. We've seen Declan Rice sit, and Declan Rice is a fabulous player. We've said it. He's a fantastic player. I just feel like there are other options out there. But let's see some of your comments right now. See what you guys have to say about this particular move between Saul and Tchouameni. Let's see. Bring up some of the comments right now. Justice. I want Tchouameni because he's Kounte type of player. Yeah. I mean, how many more seasons are we expecting Kounte to go on? I would love to see Kounte retire at Chelsea. I would. But then there's the whole injury situation that Kounte has as well. He's picking up these little injuries every now and then, which is sidelining him for a match, couple of matches. So do we need to start accepting the fact that maybe Kounte is not going to play every single match anymore? If there's 60, 65 games in a season, maybe Kounte plays 50% of it. I don't know. Do we need to accept that? And if that's the case, is Tchouameni the right choice? In my opinion, probably. Monkey D. Chelsea, Saul is now and Tchouameni is the future. Loan him back to the club for a year. Yeah, I mean, if Tchouameni doesn't seem to be leaving this season, still wants to continue with Monaco. Monaco is going to be in the Europa League. And if he wants to stay for one more season, maybe this is the solution. But I think if Saul loan now, it's probably going to be Declan Rice next season. Declan Rice is going to be cheaper. He's not going to be that 100 million that West Ham are touting him for. Declan Rice will probably come down to about 60 to 70 million. Even then is so expensive, I believe. Tchouameni next season will be even less than that. Probably about 30 million, 35 million, 40 million max. I would still prefer Tchouameni. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? At the end of the day, Declan Rice is leaving West Ham. Whether we like it or not, he will leave West Ham. Not this season, next season for sure. For sure he's leaving. And there is probably just two clubs, I would say. Chelsea and Man United. And he really wants Chelsea. He desperately wants Chelsea. His friends are at Chelsea. Mason Mount is probably going to be advocating, talking behind Thomas Tuchel. Get this Don into Chelsea. Chalobah is also a mate. And if Chalobah is part of the first team, he's probably going to be saying, talking up Declan Rice as well. Shubhajyoti Roy is saying City. Yeah. We'll see what happens with City. There's interesting news that Pep Guardiola is leaving City after next season. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, Pep kind of wanted Declan Rice, didn't he? To sort of take over from Fernandinho. But But it all depends. If Pep leaves at the end of this season, the next manager may not fancy someone like Declan Rice. Who knows? Who knows? King RL9 Romelu. I want Saul and Tchouameni. Keep Saul and loan Tchouameni back to Monaco for the season. Kounde is playing less every year, so next season Tchouameni will get more minutes. So what you're saying is get Saul on loan and buy Tchouameni right now as well, but loan him back to Monaco. Yeah, interesting. We've seen that sort of scenario happen. I think Christian Pulisic was one where we bought him and then we loaned him back to Dortmund, and then obviously we had him the following season. So yeah, this is definitely an option. Are there any takers for Rice? Are there any takers? I can't see the live chat. Anyone asking for Rice? Any takers? I can see a really good name there. Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is another one, ladies and gentlemen. We need to make sure. I would even prefer Bellingham over Rice. Honestly, I would prefer Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, for me, is the epitome of a number 6. He cannot just sit. He can progress the ball. He's got the passing abilities. He can score. He can drive. He's a mixture of everything. And this player will only get better and better. At the end of this season for Dortmund, he's going to become an absolute baller. And Dortmund will have another player that they're going to be able to sell for insane amount of money. Insane amount of money. They made money through Sancho. They're going to get at least minimum 75 million euros for Haaland next season. And they're going to get a lot of money for Bellingham. So, yeah, that's another name that's probably ahead of Declan Rice for me. Fox is saying Declan Rice is a good player, but he cannot be bought for 70 million. Yeah. Next season, he's probably going to be worth about 70 million. Not 100, but he'll be worth about 70 million. Oh, I see another brilliant name here, Pedri. That's a dream, man. That's a dream. Barca will never sell him. He's the next big icon in Barcelona. He's going to play for Barcelona for years and years. That's the biggest icon there at the moment. Barcelona have lost Messi. They've lost a bit of identity. They've lost many of their legends in recent times. Obviously, Iniesta, Xavi, now Messi, Pedro. A while back, played for us. Now he's playing for Lazio. So, yeah, Pedri is going to be someone who's going to be an absolute brand over there. That'd be a dream that ever happened. But I can't see that happening. So, yeah, looks like a lot of you guys would want to see Tchouameni as your selection. Some are saying Saul loan, Tchouameni buy, and we'll take it from there. Very few are talking about Rice. S. Roy, I wanted Rice from way before, since early days of last season, and I said that in a call to 2, but then no one rated him as they're rare rating him now because of Tuchel asking for him. Yeah, I've always seen a lot of people rate Rice, man. maybe the people that you follow or people in your circle, but I've seen people wanting Rice for at least 2 years now. At least 2 years. Vijay, Miz, question for you, mate. CDMs are generally lone sitters. Would you want youngsters play there directly? No, not necessarily. I mean, Billy Gilmour is probably the only one that I can think of now who could have played as a lone CDM or a sitter, as you're saying. But even then, you would have to have the structure to ensure that he doesn't get exposed and doesn't get opened up and doesn't get isolated. You would still need that excellent structure in and around to ensure with and without the ball doesn't get isolated. But Billy Gilmour has the game. He's got the athletic ability to run, laterally, sideways, go forwards, and he's got the passing ability as well. Besides that, I wouldn't just throw a youngster into that position straight away. I would need them to have some sort of experience. Jude Bellingham is one who could possibly play that, but he's getting that experience right now under Dortmund. He's playing Champions League football. He played Champions League football last season. He almost single-handedly took Dortmund over Man City in that first game. That should have been a goal, to be honest, for Jude Bellingham. But overall, I think it's a very, very difficult ask for a youngster to play that role. You would need some sort of experience. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, participate in that poll. At the moment, we've got 176 votes, 190 votes at the moment. It's climbing rapidly. 52% going for Tchouameni, 48% for Saul Niguez. So it looks like at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, 210 votes nearly, that if you guys had the opportunity between Tchouameni and Saul, you would go for Tchouameni. You would go for Tchouameni. Saul loan, and then Tchouameni maybe next season. If not, Tchouameni now, and forget about Saul. But the latest at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, is that, as Matt Law is saying, talks continuing between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid regarding Saul. Chelsea keen on a deal similar to the one they negotiated for Mateo Kovacic, which was a loan with an option to buy rather than an obligation. It certainly got a chance. So I think right now Saul is pole position, ladies and gentlemen, pole position Saul at the moment. So that's where it's at right now. Okay, let's go to the next topic, which is the blockbuster topic. And that's why I wanted to wait until we had over 200 live. We've nearly got 220. First of all, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash it, smash it. Get it well over 100. We're 25 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get those likes up to well over 100, and let's chase the 200 mark. I would love to see 200 likes in a live stream while I'm still streaming. That would be so pleasant to see. So guys, smash the like button and let's get those likes up to 200. It would be brilliant sight for myself. And you guys always enjoy coming to the channel. You've always appreciated it. You guys always hang around. You guys always come during this time to see the latest news, latest transfer news and whatnot, and get in on the act, on the discussion. So smash the like button, get those likes up to well over 200. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Do not leave without subscribing. 100% subscribe. Okay. Let's have a look at this blockbuster news, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Di Marzio, when this guy tweets, you take it seriously. That's all I'm going to say. When this guy tweets, you take it seriously. Gianluca Di Marzio saying, Kounde, Chelsea for 50 million euros to Sevilla, deal almost done. Deal almost done, ladies and gentlemen. This is happening. This was Thomas Tuchel's choice. I think he's going to light up the right side. Our right side of the defense is going to look unbelievable. He's probably not going to start straight away. He is going to get eased into it. But when he does start, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to light up that right side. Thomas Tuchel wants him. And I've got complete faith in what Thomas Tuchel wants, honestly. And consequently, with this news, we've already seen, let's go to Simon Phillips. I think we've already seen some latest news about Kurt Zouma. There you go. Kurt Zouma is currently in Paris due to personal reasons. So, it's medical. He's getting his medical done over there. He is moving towards West Ham. Kurt Zouma is set to undergo his West Ham medical in Paris today ahead of his 25 million move from Chelsea. The defender has been in French capital for the last few days and is close to becoming David Moyes' first permanent signing of the summer. Wow. I had no idea that West Ham has actually got no one. And that's a brilliant purchase for West Ham. He will start for West Ham. No doubt he will start. I spoke to Corey earlier this morning. That video will drop sometime around let's say 3 p.m. UK-ish, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. UK-ish. It'll be a premiere. Do look out for that. Put your notifications on for my channel if you haven't got that. Corey gives us a really, really good insight into West Ham and how Kounde Zouma would definitely start. It was a fantastic conversation with Corey, who's a West Ham fan. So do look out for that. That one will be dropped, where we talked about Declan Rice as well, which was interesting. Talked about Said Ben Rahma, talked about Mikel Antonio, and the rise of West Ham, to be honest. And Corey was saying that he definitely pictures Kounde Zouma starting with Egbona over there. So Zouma and Egbona partnership, they're both tall, aerially strong. Zouma is going to add goals for them. You just know that Zouma is going to bag at least 5 or 6 goals in the set pieces from the corners, free kicks. They've already got Souček. Brilliant purchase, I would say, from West Ham. For £25 million, ladies and gentlemen, for £25 million. What a steal. What a steal. Similarly, I feel 50 million euros for Kounde. I know CFC news page in Instagram was saying somewhere around 60 million. But I thought his buyout clause was 68 million or something like that, 68 million euros. So how we managed to get to 50 million, honestly, we need to praise Marina. Marina is a super financial controller. Super financial controller. I can see Yusuf saying, no, Miz, Dawson starts for West Ham, I believe. Yes, Yusuf, Dawson does start, but Corey 100% thinks Dawson will not start. As soon as Zouma comes in, it'll be Zouma and Egbona. He definitely thinks that Dawson is going to be dropped, and it'll be Egbona and Zouma. We'll see what happens, obviously. But Zouma will start. You don't buy someone for £25 million and not start him. But yeah, honestly, Marina, the business that she's doing, we got Lukaku for what, 98 million. Look at the plethora of players that we've sold. This is a very interesting tweet. I'll show you guys. And this is something I wanted to tweet out the other day, actually. But PYS beat me to it, which is absolutely fine. Look at this. Look at the business that Marina has done. She is phenomenal. She is absolutely phenomenal. Abraham for 35 million. Tamori for 25 million. Gihi for 18 million. Zappacosta for 8 million. Moses, I can't believe we squeezed that 4.5 million for Moses. Livramento on his last year on the contract has not kicked a ball in the Premier League at that time. 5 million. Absolutely balling at the moment in Southampton. Bate 1.5. Ugbo 2.5 up front. Giroud 900k. Piet Harris, Ikwa, Simel 4.5 million. Total 104 million plus Zouma 25 million. Incredible business. And we still have probably some loan fees to collect from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Probably have some loan fees to collect from Bakayoko, Kennedy. Many more. Conor Gallagher, who we loaned out as well. Unbelievable business. And then we got Lukaku for 98 million. So literally our net spend from that perspective is in a positive. And we are looking at Kounde at 50 million, which is approximately about 42 million pounds. And when you put perspective around this news, ladies and gentlemen, Ben White went for 50 million pounds to Arsenal, and we are getting probably Kounde for less. Now tell me that is not unbelievable business from Marina. Ben White is going for 50 million pounds. Oh my God. Ben White would have got dragged by Lukaku. Honestly, would have got dragged. He's lucky he was sick and he didn't participate. Hope he gets well soon. I do hope he gets well soon. But Had he played, I think he would have been dragged by Lukaku. He would have been made to look so poor as a 50 million pounds purchase. Kounde is probably miles ahead. Kounde is one of the best defenders, if not the best defenders in La Liga. Ben White probably wasn't even the best defender at Brighton. I think Lewis Dunk was probably better. We were linked with Lewis Dunk at one point. I think Lewis Dunk is probably a better defender than Ben White. No disrespect to Ben White. Ben White's a good defender, but please, 50 million pounds. Wow. If that's the standard, unbelievable. And Kounde for 50 million euros, which is about 42 million pounds. Even if Kounde is for about 45 million pounds or 46, 47, wow. Less than Ben White, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Monkey D, Iron Lady. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are on the Kounde deal. I mean, the price tag seems to be around that 42, 45 million pounds. Phenomenal business. Yeah, Roby's saying, and we haven't even spent our UCL prize money. Exactly. I honestly don't think Abramovich has had to put any money. I don't think Abramovich has had to inject any money. Look at the merchandise sales that we're going to get from Lukaku as well. I'm sure so many people bought Lukaku shirts too. Yeah, Shubjyoti Roy, Marina out guys are in the mud. 100% in the mud. Yes, look, it is what it is with the Conte season that went south. But we are correcting it now. Last season, the transfer window was brilliant as well. Ziyech, Werner, Havertz, Thiago Silva. Who else did we get? Mendy. We've probably got more players. I'm just forgetting it now. So, yeah, Kovacic was made permanent. Look at the players that she let go. Hazard for 120 million. Unbelievable. Last season. Morata for 50 million. Sensational. Immense business, honestly. Chilwell, yes, Chilwell. Chilwell's looking like, a fantastic player as well. We haven't seen Chilwell enough yet, but we will start seeing him very, very soon. Who's this Abhishek Mukherjee? Yeah, I think I might have to time Abhishek Mukherjee out. If you're going to constantly just keep on saying Chelsea sucks, that's not much of a substance in this particular channel, ladies and gentlemen. We only have proper discussions here. None of this nonsense stuff. That's not going to be tolerated here at all. So, yeah. Incredible business. Live chat, are you excited? When do you think the Kounde deal is going to be announced? We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more days left. 6 more days left. When do you think we are going to get that Kounde announcement? I think Zouma announcement to West Ham will be very soon. Very, very soon. And then I'm thinking Kounde. Some people are saying next up is Saul. Probably next up is Saul. Yeah, Shubhajyoti. Even 35 million for Courtois, who went on AOL. Incredible deal. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen, about Kounde. Kounde, hopefully that happens very soon. I simply cannot wait. I think it's going to be another blockbuster signing. It's going to be another blockbuster day. We're going to have a lot of excitement, a lot of parties. We're going to have a lot of streams. We're going to see what you guys have to say about this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But yes, that is the news at the moment, that Kounde for about roughly 45 million, 42, 45 million pounds, and Kurt Zouma going to West Ham. This is what Nizar is saying. Chelsea are trying to line up both Sevilla Kounde and Zouma West Ham deals together. The weaker link is Zouma's personal terms still after turbulent talks last night. Talks on Saul loan option continues. 31 minutes ago, but yeah, Zouma's on a medical. So Nizar, please catch up, my man. There is nothing difficult or turbulent about Zouma. It is happening. There is absolutely nothing difficult about it at the moment. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Champions League pots, and we will talk about Jorginho. Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Jorginho is in line to win UEFA Player of the Year award. I mean, I can't believe what a comeback. I've seen comebacks in my lifetime, but this has to be one of the most gargantuan Goliath-style sort of comeback I've ever seen from a player. A player that has been booed by Chelsea's own, do you know what I mean? Like their own supporters. Jorginho has been booed by his own supporters at the football stadium, at Stamford Bridge. He was disrespected under Frank Lampard. Even I probably disrespected him under Frank Lampard at times. And I have said my sorry, apologized many a times. Under Thomas Tuchel, he has become a phenomenal player. Phenomenal player. Brilliant in the Champions League competition, along with Kante, of course. Wins the Champions League. Goes to Italy, wins the Euros, one of Italy's most prominent players. I still remember those penalties that he took for Italy in the shootout. I know there's one that he missed in the final, but nonetheless, the semi-final one was very crucial, how he just taps in, and I think it was the Spanish keeper absolutely had no chance. So, yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then the Super Cup. Wow. Wow. 3 trophies for Jorginho. I mean, would you guys disagree at all, live chat, if Jorginho does win? Do you guys have someone else penciled down? For me, I thought it was Jorginho. I know a lot of people were saying Kante, but I thought, how can you beat 3 trophies? I know Kante with man of the matches, back-to-back. I think 3 man of the matches, wins the Champions League, of course, the Super Cup, of course, immense player, but the France situation was obviously the downer. Not his fault, but he didn't win. Jorginho goes on and becomes a prominent player for Italy and helps Italy win that Euro. So that has that added value. Jorginho deserves an apology from many of us, 100%. Unsung hero, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly unsung hero. Undoubtedly. VIS Mom, it's a joke, Jorginho, maybe, but nowhere near Ballon d'Or. Why? See, this is the thing. Why is it a joke, Jorginho? I mean, why are there some people still think that this is a joke? What does this player have to do to earn the respect? What does he really have to do? I don't understand. Look how he's already played in the Premier League matches. Crystal Palace, he was fantastic. Arsenal as well, he was really good. Super Cup, he was really good when he came off from the bench. Italy, he was brilliant. Champions League, he was brilliant as well. So I don't know what else he needs to do to... I don't know about Ballon d'Or, but UEFA Player of the Year has to be. I think the nominees were Kante and Kevin De Bruyne. There's no way Kevin De Bruyne gets that opportunity. So it was really between Kounde and Jorginho. And for me, it's that Italy situation that pips him just above Kounde. It's neck and neck. No disrespect to Kounde. Kounde is a sensational player, but it's that Italian one. Pranav, Ms., when is All You Can Eat Chelsea show? All You Can Eat Chelsea show, ladies and gentlemen, will be tomorrow as a one-off because we're getting Liverpool fan Grizz on the show and he was only available tomorrow. So it is moved for tomorrow and we'll do the preview for Liverpool and Chelsea games. So it'll be perfect to have Grizz. That's why we moved it as a one-off for tomorrow. So same time tomorrow as opposed to today. So do look out for that. Obi, Ms, stats show that any player who wins the UEFA Player of the Year wins the Ballon d'Or. Ah, man, I would love it. I would love if Jorginho wins the Ballon d'Or. I would love it, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the rise of this player? Oh, incredible. Someone needs to do a documentary on that. Being booed by his own fans and goes on to win the Ballon d'Or for the same club. Madness. Madness. Absolute madness. But yes, the talk is that Jorginho is in line to win the UEFA Player of the Season, Player of the Year award. Monkey Chelsea is a Barca fan. Miz probably wants Messi to win, so his last time Barca player wins it. Yeah, perhaps VIS. I just find it really hypocritical that he was not liked. If he didn't have the quality, then what happened? I need to clarify this. And live chat, chip in as well before we start talking about the pot. It's not hypocritical, VIS. It's not that he didn't have the quality. He always had the quality. He didn't have a system that suited him. This is what I said. Under Maurizio Sarri, perfect. He fits Sarri's system like a glove. In fact, he's the most important factor in Sarri's style, structure. Under Frank Lampard, Frank wanted to play Jorginho as a lone DM with attacking eights that are going to bomb up and no sense of defending. And there was no sense of build-up either. Frank Lampard did not want to spend too much time on building up. He wanted the ball bombed up straight away. Get rock and roll kind of football. He wanted Liverpool style of football, mixed in with a little bit of City. But he really wanted to emulate the Liverpool style of football. Bypass the midfield, rock and roll up front. Fullbacks going in, midfielders, attacking aids going in, forwards going in, and literally exposing Jorginho. And that's why I advocated when Frank Lampard was the manager that don't play Jorginho. Get who you want, which is Declan Rice. Get him and let go of Jorginho. So it's not hypocritical. He always had the quality, but he just doesn't have the quality for Frank Lampard's style or structure of play. Jorginho is very much a system-based player, undoubtedly. That's why he's working right now under Thomas Tuchel. Sensational. Thomas Tuchel, if you see, Jorginho still plays as the deepest midfielder, but he covers Jorginho with ball players in and around him. Our back three can play ball. Our wing-backs can play ball. So he has surrounded Jorginho with ball players. And he has created a system for Jorginho where Jorginho is in the middle and there's all these ball players around him so that he can have those one-touch passes straight away for the build-up. He has given Jorginho a structure to ensure that our build-up is circulated around him. And even if it's not around him, we've got other ball players around him. That wasn't the case under Frank Lampard. I'm not having a go at Frank Lampard. I'm just having a go that he didn't utilize Jorginho. He shouldn't have even utilized. Now, that doesn't make Jorginho a bad player. And once again, that doesn't make anyone hypocritical. So hopefully we've answered that for you, VIS. Haka. Put some respect on the greatest register in the world. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, put some respect. For sure, put some respect. Declared. There is a lot of people that don't understand what Jorginho, let alone his specialist abilities. 100%. 100%. That is what it is. That is what it is. They just don't understand it. And they probably don't want to take the opportunity to sit down and understand it. They don't want to understand it. It's just, yeah, prehistoric sort of mindset. Bratwurst, they probably just want goals or assists from Jorginho, yeah. This is the other thing. Why doesn't Jorginho score goals and assists? Why doesn't Kovacic? Jorginho was one of our top scorers last season, by the way. I mean, I know it was all penalties, but Kovacic is another one. Why doesn't he score more? Why doesn't he assist more? Kante, why doesn't he score more? They're not designed that's not the role under Thomas Tuchel. These players are not designed to do that. Simple. That's not their duty to do that. The duty is to build up from the back, press resistance, press, counter press, off the ball, be solid, win the ball up front, distribute it out, be the connector between defense and offense. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what their duty is. Important part. Here comes the spammers. I was missing you, spammers. Where have you been? Where have you been all my life, spammers? Where have you been? Ladies and gentlemen, 275 live. Smash the like button. Subscribe as well. Get those likes up to 200, please. I would love to see 200 likes on the stream live. That would mean so much to me. The growth of the channel as well. Make sure you subscribe if you're here for the first time. Let's get to at least 7,500 as soon as possible and then chase the 8,000. And then we're going to talk about the pots, which will be very, very interesting to talk about. We talked about a lot of things today. I hope you guys have been enjoying this stream. I really do hope you guys have been enjoying this stream. I know you guys have been enjoying for the past few days as well. You guys always enjoy the stream. So I do want to ask you guys that you guys are having a good time. And if you are having a good time, make sure you smash the like button. Advaid, if it's actually 50 million for Kounde, then that's a steal. Really, really, really wish Real Madrid were in for him. Yeah, well, don't be upset, my man. You guys are going after Mbappe. We should probably link up and do a show on that very, very soon. Real Madrid really wanting Mbappe, which is going to be crazy. I know you wanted Jules Kounde after letting go of Varane and Sergio Ramos, but you guys still have Militao. You've got Fede Valverde, I think. A few other defenders as well. But yeah, Jules Kounde, 50 million, steal, absolute steal in my opinion. Well done to Marina. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the pots. As I said, we will have a live show later tonight, UK time, 9:30 p.m. Jonathan, my bad boy, will be here. My main man will be here. We'll do the live show. That'll be post the draw, obviously. The draw is UK time, 5 p.m. I won't be doing the live show at that time. I won't be streaming during the draw because that's 3 a.m. for me, so I'll be asleep. I will wake up and do the live show at 9:30 p.m. UK time and talk about the Champions League draw. But let me know what your ideal draw would be, or what would you want? What would be a crazy draw for Chelsea? What would be an ideal draw for Chelsea? What is a draw that you would like to see? Comment. Let's have an interesting discussion about this. As you can see, pot one, Chelsea are in pot one. Why didn't this guy put pot one, man? Nizar didn't put the pot one. Let's see the pot one as well. Champions League draw. Yeah, that's better. This is pot. Can I have like the one? I want. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Pot one, we've got Chelsea, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Man City, Atletico Madrid, Is that Inter Milan? Yeah, Inter Milan, Sporting, and Lille. So it's all the champions, obviously. Pot 2, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus. Days. Look at pot 2. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Man United, PSG, Liverpool, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund. Wow. Pot 3, Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar, Leipzig, Salzburg. They both have the same sort of ones because obviously Red Bull. Benfica, Atalanta, Zenit. Pot 4, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge, I believe. Young Boys, AC Milan, Malmo, Wolfsburg. Who's that? Who's that last one? Can someone tell me who that last one is? We find out who that last one is. I couldn't figure it out from that logo. Sheriff. Where's Sheriff from? Sheriff. A bunch of cops or something. Where's this club from? Where is Sheriff from? What are they doing in the Champions League? Incredible. Moldova. Wow. Moldova. Wow. Incredible. Sheriff. Bunch of cops are going to pop in and just arrest everyone. Incredible scenes. So yeah, going back to that Champions League draw again, and then I'm going to check out some of your comments very, very soon. So these are the teams in the pots. Let's see what you guys have to say. Personally, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to see Dortmund in our group, man. I would so badly would love to see Dortmund. I want to see Erling Haaland play against us. Two obviously home and away matches. And I want a clean sheet for us. And I want to show him the levels. I tweeted something out. I want to show you guys that. I said, I want Erling Haaland in the group stage for Chelsea. I want Rudiger and co to boss Haaland. I want Lukaku to absolutely terrorize the Dortmund defense. 2 clean sheets for the 2 group stage matches. I want us to teach that clueless Mino Raiola a big lesson. I would love it. I would love it. Let's see what you guys have to say. Bring up some... Prashant, I want PSG in our group. Imagine playing PSG, Messi and all of that. Neymar, first up. You know what? I want PSG in the final. I hope we go to the final again. I want PSG in the final and shatter their dreams in the final. Absolutely shatter their dreams in the final. I would love to see Neymar and Messi cry. Chelsea lift that trophy again right in front of them. Pochettino cry as well. Pochettino absolutely got a cheat code of a team. Would love to see them absolutely cry. Chelsea, PSG, Leipzig, Milan. Oh. Would that be a group of death? That would be borderline group of death. For me, if I want the ideal one, Chelsea, Sevilla, Salzburg, Sheriff. Throw in the Sheriffs. I'll take some Sheriff. I'll take the Sheriffs on. Can you imagine that? Chelsea, Sevilla, Salzburg, and Sheriff. Imagine if we don't top that group. I would cry. I would literally cry. Chelsea, PSG, Ajax, AC Milan. Imagine playing AC Milan, Tomori and Giroud. Wow. Ajax with Hakim Ziyech's old teammate. PSG with Thiago Silva. There's literally a story in every single one of them. Thomas Tuchel with PSG as well. There's literally a story in every single one of these matches. That would be iconic, to be honest, Shakti. Shakti Pudel, thank you so much for that comment. Chelsea, PSG, Ajax, AC Milan. Wow. Wow. Storylines everywhere in that. Frederick, nearly 300 of you guys live. Smash the like button, get the likes up to well over 200. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Participate in the poll as well. Tchouameni or Saul, who do you want participate? Frederick is saying Sevilla, Salzburg, and Malmo. Malmo is Swedish, right? Frederick, you're Swedish, aren't you? Oh no, you're Belgian. I think you're Belgian. Correct me if I'm wrong, Frederick. Sevilla, Salzburg, Malmo would be ideal for me. Wow, I'll take that. If we get Malmo, I'll go there. Oh, there you go, Malmo. Okay, so you're from Sweden. You're from Sweden, yeah. Can you imagine, Frederick, if you go to Malmo, I would like you to do a show with the channel. I would love it if you can have your live, the camera on. We can do a stream. Oh man, that would be epic, Frederick. If we get Malmo, Frederick, let's talk. Let's talk. It would be an epic stream to do the pre-match, post-match, Malmo Stadium. Hopefully, we can get some glimpses of the players. I'll even shout you the tickets, man, Frederick. Whatever the ticket price is, I'll even shout you that. Let the channel pay for the tickets. That would be amazing, Frederick. Honestly. The beautiful game, sending Barca into Europa League from group stages would be epic. That would be. Can you imagine? Chelsea, Barcelona, let's say, I don't know, Ajax, and then being able to make Barcelona come third. That'd be incredible. Brent Smith, we've beaten all of these teams, so don't matter. It honestly don't. I'm not worried one bit. I'm so confident, and I'm saying it with chest. I'm so confident in our team now that we've got Lukaku as well. We've got Kounde coming in, most likely Saul. We are set, ladies and gentlemen. 300 strong. We are set. We are set to dominate Europe, Premier League, all domestic competition. Club World Cup, we have the squad depth to dominate. There shouldn't be any reason why we shouldn't be looking at winning the Champions League one more time. I know it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But we should believe. We should believe. Back to back. We should believe. Barca, PSG, Man City, starters, mains. Eat Barca first, then have PSG, and then finish things off with Man City. Yeah, we'll see what Man City does. If they don't get a striker, massive slap in the face from Kane yesterday. If they don't get a striker, I think they could be in a bit of a mud. But they did add Grealish, Gabriel Jesus, probably play as a striker predominantly, and they could possibly play Sterling as well up front. Miz, which is tougher to win, UCL or the league? I think the Premier League is harder, man. I think the Premier League is harder. 38 games. The consistency has to be immense. You can see in the Champions League, when it gets to the knockout stages, it's literally just the luck of the draw. If you get a good draw, even if you don't, over 2 legs, anything is possible. But the league, over 38 grueling games, it ain't easy. The league is definitely tougher. But what's probably prestigious is UCL. I would take probably a UCL. What would you take? If someone was to say to you guys, live chat, 280 of you guys live, if someone was to say you can only pick one silverware between Premier League and the Champions League, what would you choose for this season? If someone was to say, I'm willing to give you one or the other, not both, one or the other, what would you choose? Champions League again or Premier League? I think I'd choose Champions League. I think in terms of prestige, and I'm not playing down the Premier League. Premier League is obviously hella prestigious, but I would take Champions League any day of the week. Champions League. That Champions League night, you guys saw, I cried in the review. I'm not sure how many of you guys were there. I was in tears, both in the watch along and in the review. I was in tears. I can't wait to my son grows up and tell him about those stories. 100%. I can see a lot of you guys saying UCL, UCL, UCL. Yeah, I would have to agree. Miz, let's get Sevilla, make it blue again. Man, we've battered that team so hard. I wouldn't mind getting Sevilla, but if we get them, I think we battered them. There's another story then. Jules Kounde coming back to his old team. Stories everywhere. We've got players all around the world, all around Europe. Yeah. Crixie. UCL has a higher standard, to be fair. I feel it's more prestigious. I feel it's more prestigious. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I won the Premier League as well, man. It's been a while since we won the Premier League, so I won the Premier League, undoubtedly. If it was between one of those two and I had to choose, definitely Champions League. But if we don't think about it in that manner, but we should just aim for everything, and hopefully we get the Premier League, honestly. Yeah, Crixie, with the quality around Lukaku, do you see any team stopping him, honestly? I can't. I mean, who are some of the top-notch defenders out there at the moment? For me, Rudiger is one of them, but he's in our team, so there's no issues with that. You look at pot 2, Liverpool with Van Dijk, but we can't draw Liverpool now. We probably draw them in the second, we can draw them afterwards. Liverpool with Van Dijk. I'm not scared about Harry Maguire. I'm not scared. Oh, Juventus, Chiellini and Bonucci. The old dogs. That's probably the one. But I think even they struggled against... Did they struggle against Inter Milan last season? Let me know, live chat. But yeah, there's not many out there. Ramos... Seriously? I mean, yeah, last season he was injured when we took apart Real Madrid. He only came back. So maybe once he's fully fit, maybe, yes. But is he in his prime anymore? Ramos is in the older side now. Romelu Lukaku bodied Juve. There you go. He bodied Juve. Little Ramos, Kai Havertz bullied him. Yeah, but I think. Look, let's be honest. I knew Advait was going to come around the corner. Ramos wasn't the most fittest Ramos. He just came back from injury. But even then, I think Ramos would probably struggle now. It's not in his prime. Advait, 13 UCLs, much higher standards, to be fair. Real Madrid, we'll see what happens, man. If you guys get Mbappe, I think you guys are in the mix again. But your defense is still suspect in Europe. In Europe, your defense will be in suspect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap up the stream. It's been a fantastic stream. We've gone for almost nearly 1.5 hours. It's been great talking to each and every one of you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We're literally 32 likes away from 200 likes. So let's get those likes up. Sorry, 42. 40, nearly 40. 40 likes away from 200 likes. Let's get those likes up. It'd be brilliant to end on 200 likes for the stream. It's directly correlated to the growth of the channel. So you guys have enjoyed the stream. Let me know. Have you guys enjoyed the stream? Have you guys enjoyed the stream? Let me know. There you go. Crixie, great stream as always, as usual, Miz. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. We're 30 likes away from 200 likes, guys. Let's get those likes up to 200. It'll be incredible to finish that with 200. Participate on the poll as well. 432 votes. 51% wants Saul. 49% wants Tchouameni. Wow, that's interesting. And check out the pinned message as well, ladies and gentlemen. 250 of you guys. Go out there, download the Tenor app. It's free to download, free to play. You can win some cash prizes. It's sports prediction app. Plenty of matches coming up for the Europa Conference League and, Premier League matches coming up. Do participate. You can win yourself some money. The link is in the description and in the pinned tweet. Go out there and download that particular app. That would be great. And yeah, get those likes up. Literally 22 likes away from 200 likes. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, see ya.